What would you do if this happened to you? That's what this segment is about. We're going to show you a couple of simple disarms. First of all, we'd like to show you, of course, that our guns are not loaded. Okay, we're smarter than that. Same thing, I'll show you. This is a revolver. This is known as a semi-automatic. Same thing, we make sure that our weapons are empty and safe. The reason for using the real weapons is to let you see that all the techniques we're about to show you are for real street. This is not against rubber guns and that sort of thing. That's why we'll use these weapons. Okay? All right, if we can, this is Conrad. Conrad's going to help me out today. Let's not use this for a moment. Let's go to this semi-automatic. An automatic means hold the trigger and it just keeps firing. A semi means every time you pull the trigger. That's what we'll be working with first. Okay, if Conrad comes up and aims the gun directly at my face here in this area, the very simple gun disarm we're going to use first is to come up here. Here's the motion. I want to come upward with my hands here, and the back of my hand comes here. You can also go here and work the wrist. That's going to be a little bit more advanced. We'll get to that. In this position here, I want to get my head out of the way also. That's very important. So the head is out of the way. Bring the gun inward and straight down. Once I get it down, I can push him off a bit, I can back out, and then I can prepare to use the weapon myself. Now, because of the camera angle, we can't really back up. I would normally back up about 10 feet or so to really create some distance between me and the person who's aiming the gun at me. So from this position again, one more time, straight up, step one, step in, straight down like this, peel it out, and step back, and I'd be ready to use the gun if I had to. Myself, I'd much rather just get out of the situation, but that's a call you have to make on the situation that happens to you. If we can turn that around, let's try it from this position. Same thing, same gun right up to the head here. Same motion. I come up here, I step in and drive my shoulder straight through. Push off on the person, I can back out, and then I'll be ready to use the gun if I had to in this situation. This is just a very simple weapon disarm. Learn this one because a lot of other things that are coming down the road are going to be off this. A little simple version of this also. If he aims at me here, I told you we could grab the wrist. In Hapkido, once you're here in this position, of course, I've seen all kinds of techniques where guys just start kicking like crazy here. The whole thing about it is flagging. We have to make sure that the barrel is not aimed at our body. So if it is up, it does give me the ability to do other things here. But I want to end up with the weapon. One thing that I've noticed in a lot of techniques with people is they disarm somebody by knocking them down, but they still have the weapon. You have to have the weapon to be successful. All right, so again, from this position, we could do a takedown here. I would step in, turn around, and bring Conrad down to the ground here, always keeping the gun aimed at the perpetrator. I could still strip the weapon out here. Notice the gun never really aims at myself. I can back out, and again in this position. Okay, let's try that from this angle so we can show this a moment. In basic Hapkido, once I do the grab here and get my head out of the way, the hand comes to the back. I can then grab and then step down and take him down to the ground. The weapon is still aimed here, and peel the weapon away from him here. I take the weapon and I back out from this position. All right, let's try one time with regular speed. All right, the gun comes up. I come from here. Here's the simple takeout. Let's try it with the takedown. The gun comes up here. I grab here, takedown. Right here, gun is aimed. Take the gun, and I'm back out here. The gun is always aimed off and away from me. And backed out. This is the simple technique, so learn this one. And then in the next segment, we'll show you some advanced motions from this. And we'll see you in the next segment.